Okay, let's talk about three things. One, let's talk about the come up of an artist.
Yeah.
So that's Calligraph Jones. Number two, let's talk about the comeback of an artist, that's Nyashinsky. And let's talk about number three, the evolution of an artist, which is like the Nai Boy, the whole Rabdamu to Nai Boy. So let's start with the come up of an artist.
Yeah.
So Calligraph, man.
Man, Kali, man, he's a perfect example because he just kept going. He knew he had a skill because he used to kill every battle. I mean, I remember
Was he always this good?
He was always this good. Kali's never changed.
You know how we do.
Yeah, true.
Cali be the name. And of course, I'm coming through.
For sure, man.
And this is how we do it.
Yeah.
Best in the game.
Sure.
Na flow square rap to
Yeah.
me pekendo ni na change.
Sure.
Come through better.
Yeah.
Our Wizitosha,
Yeah.
MCs are battle them na obvious now Osha.
Yeah, man.
And that's me.
Sure.
MCs on a rap lakini freestyle ni mbaya nikawa ko class 3.
Oh.
Nini mbaya? Where's the
Tell him,
creativity?
man.
MCs
Tell
join
him.
na behave
Tell
kama
him.
liar.
Tell
Mi
him.
pekendo ni kuju.
Yo.
Them I keep it true.
Endelea, man.
MCs wengine wanakani kama wana flu.
Yo.
Hachu. Come through on the better cause unajua that I can hurt you. Na beta nikileta easy vitu.
Yeah.
Haijalishi manze atakani usiku.
Yeah.
Jubado kali wanakuta vitu. Don't forget I got my main man here, Mr. Feature.
Yo, man.
Yeah.
Kali was like winning. I remember in 2008, he won MC Africa battle. He killed every MC in Kenya at the time, but he was still going to school. So he couldn't fly out. Remember, we had to take MCs in every country and take them to South Africa. So the man that ended up going to South Africa was the second best, who was point blank.
What?
Because Kali couldn't go because he had exams that year. So Kali has always been winning battles. Kali's been in the battle game for years. I remember seeing him. He's the one MC I can vouch, like that dude can run. I mean, he was killing MCs left, right.
From the Wapi days.
Yeah, he was killing them. He was always the guy that took that stage with power. And his rhymes have never really changed. He's still doing the same style. He's very versatile, can rhyme about this, can rhyme about that. When the ciphers started coming back, his ciphers were the most watched. In fact, he's a cipher MC.
Yes, y'all. This is the Coke Studio Africa Hip Hop Cypher. You're welcome to the greatness. Witness it. Let's go.
I was gone for a minute, now I'm back in a minute. I'm back in a minute. You about to feel the wrath for minutes? Back in the business. Rapper who attacking the gimmicks. I'm here until the chapter is finished. Nekafunga, ka SK macharia, nasty. Ka yule partner, wa yule chalia. Kale kam super, ka wimba, kojita Maria. Maria. I think I wanna marry her. Coach Gay Sally, Karuna Italia. Mimi ndo yule Charlie, anachumspia na Mali, na Mozarati, Bugatti, ndo gari, mi wana Kalia. Songa mbali na Kali, si swali weni Musalia. Trying to be a barrier, rapping the flow and stacking the dough. What happened to yo? You trying to be us? I'm back to the bone. I'm back in the zone. I'm slapping the, popping the voice, attacking the foes, slapping the jaws and packing them all in the back of the bus. I'm back with the cuss when I clap. It's a rap you and napping the huss, right? Bragging, you crapping, you're not in the twist. I'm blasting the cat, don't stand in my tough. This bird on my shirt. Guess these rappers understand. He's back with the cuss. Calligraph, that's the name, and I just put this track in a hearse.
He is a cipher.
I mean, on Coke Studio, let's be honest.
Yeah, he is a cipher,
it.
and that could be advantageous to an artist and disadvantageous because let's be real. A lot of battle MCs don't always make good songs. He's been able to transcend the battle days and stop making music that actually entertains people. And even if you go to his shows now, he's positioned himself as a lyrical beast. He's a lyrical beast. I mean, this guy, his shows. You've been to his shows. You go to his shows. I mean, he gets his brother on stage, and they start going back and forth. A lot of artists don't do that, and I think that's why he has so much appeal. You know, he's growing in himself, but he loves rapping. And it's really good to see an MC who really is a battle MC make money off the business because he really can rap.
That's sweet.
Yeah.
Let's talk about the comeback of an artist. I mean, for me, Nyashinsky, oh man, there's a song on one of the Klepto albums. I mean, on the Klepto album, because Klepto had an album that just stood out. Ogopa came hard with that beat. And I'm not even talking about Tuendelea, Mas Tusiendelea. In fact, it's this one.
Pende wasipende hata wakinichukia I'm never gonna stay down Usinipate lini washani udhi, mambo sani kuji, panga vile tutawashaiganza bila udi. Sumi, taksin, mogokana kichuri, nkiwa steam naanza kuropokwa na sijui. Ndani ya club sorora, the rap sosara, ni ngumu kunipata kandani ya cab chokora. Na flow proper sani shaku, I'm sweet cam, nazi acha chokoba. Matabloids zishani bo, ukitaka utamini Kenya ulisoma kwa pulse, tinyasha ni kuwa carnival. Na dem flani, picha kwa gazeti ni ya zamani. Mimi nilikuwa mtaani na seti majani, bado niko wadhi, bado najulikana we ODC, ronga sivo na si extraordinary. Nina right of way, mkikuyu akinisikia tasema gasho we. Oh man, nasi macho ni more than organ ya kuona. Mindo captain uliza Morgan, slogan nipona hata kabla kwe mgonjwa. Shotgun kwa kona na ni press na ngo.
Then Nyashinski comes back. Very few rappers have been able to come back. Let's talk about Bamboo.
Yeah.
Bamboo was huge, Compay days, came back, tried the gospel thing, but never has really blown up
to this level.
To what he was.
Yeah.
Abbas, same thing. Giuliani, same thing. I mean, I can name very many rappers who are out there, myself included, being a rapper. Why did he come back and
take over the game?
Yeah.
See, what I like about Nyashinski is Nyashinski is that he's a student of the music game. He studied the game. While he was out in the States, I mean, he did his thing. He was on top of the game with Kleptomaniacs, and then he took that hiatus to the States.
Because Nyashinski was singing even before the
he was always the guy, and he was ahead of his time. He was ahead of his time. So I think what he was doing while he was away from the music is studying the game, and he was just studying what was missing. He was just, because when he came back, he was just like a breath of fresh air. Like everybody just loves Nyashinski because he was studying what was missing. A lot of rappers get caught up in rapping. A lot of rappers get too caught up in being number one rapper. He studied what was missing in the music industry in Kenya. He studied it. Look at his comeback, like how he was capturing the metaphors and the messages that he was giving to people. Like he really was the epitome of an artist who studies the game. He's like a Pharrell of sorts.
In fact, I see Nyashinski like a Drake.
Yeah, he's kind of like the guy who's like, he's gonna study the game. He's gonna be like, all right, cool, what can I say that's just gonna capture? Well, a lot of rappers just rap.
Yeah.
They rap about the most basic shit. He kind of goes out there, studies a topic and says, you know what, I'm gonna attack this topic like this. And he gives it to you in such a powerful way that leaves you loving him and thinking about what it is that he's trying to say.
And so now you know it's crazy.
He captures the narrative really well. He comes in, he's a great writer, you know, his production's great. He thinks about his songs before he releases them. He's not just releasing and releasing and releasing. There's two different ways to do music. You can just keep releasing, or you can think about what you're releasing to make an impact. And that's who he is. Yeah.
Okay, last, definitely not least, guys don't even know him as Rap Damu.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean? That's a whole different.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, have you heard of this new artist called Naiboy? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like,
no, big up to Naiboy. I mean, I think Naiboy has also been one of those guys that really tried the rap thing. He's a talented artist. He's done production. He's had many stars on his own accord. I mean, he's really took time off and just went and built a studio and started churning out, you know, production, and he was producing, and then he was like, man, I'm an artist too. So I think he kind of figured what was missing in the game.
Oh, I didn't know that.
He was producing. He had his own studio out there in what was the name of his studio? He had a big studio. He was churning out. There's a bunch of, if you study, there's a bunch of names that came out of him. He took a back seat and just started producing. And as he was producing, he started figuring out what sound Kenyans like.
That's crazy.
He was just like really taking time off the rap game and just studying what is it the Kenyans really like. And he's looking at the mass market. He's not even looking at rap. He's like, how can I combine my rap skills and production to create something that Kenyans are just gonna dance to? And listen, big up to him, big up to you, Naiboy. Keep going. The world is yours. Take it over. You've done it, man. You've rapped, you've produced. Now you're a singer, producer. Keep going, man. Make your loot.
I know. I mean, I've got to ask this because for me, this is my space and this is what I'm super passionate about. Let's talk about the evolution in terms of the introduction of digital. I mean, like right now, I'm here shooting you one camera, having a conversation. But people are going to consume this today.
Yeah.
I'll edit this and chop it up today. I mean, the speed of being able to do collabs with people you've never seen.
Yeah.
I'm sure it's different from when you kicked off the game with Bamboo in the studios compared to right now. You can collabo. You guys are Africa based. You know, as much as talking about Kenya, the internet has connected you guys.
Yeah, we can connect with anybody all over the world.
Yeah.
Oh man, dude, the game has really changed. I mean, it's beautiful. I mean, all I foresee is it's a beautiful future. Like, what I don't like is changing how it's done. I want to use the technology, but keep the realness the same. So if, let's say, I had to get a Kenyan artist to do a song with Drake, let the vibe be the same. Let the good thing that it just stays real. Drake has to feel the music for him to jump on the track. Granted, technology has made everything better.
Easier, cheaper.
Faster, but we're still the same people. Never lose your same essence. Never lose the essence of what it is that we're doing. Technology has been able to say, cool, we can finish recording this video, boom, 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 in an hour and have it. But we're still talking about the same thing. Technology makes us spread the message faster, further, clearer, and cheaper. So I'm loving what's going on with technology. It's a great time. And the internet is just one of the best vessels ever invented. If you want to spread good music, good messages, good education, and good everything, good film. You know?
Let me now play devil's advocate here. Technology has also opened up borders.
Yeah.
Or removed borders. Let's just say that now we live in one community. We live in the world. I mean, when you go on the internet, there's no borders to that. And this is a technology first based, what do you call it, society.
Yeah.
So, I mean, you're not competing. Nyashinsky is not competing with Naiboy.
No.
Nyashinsky is competing for my attention.
Yeah.
And my attention is on the world right now. You get? So this whole thing of supported because it's Kenyan. What's your take on that? And I'm just keeping it real, or supported because people complaining about why you listening to Nigeria, listen to your own.
No.
You get what I mean?
I've never really been the proponent of that because I believe in one Africa. But I also believe in promoting what's good.
Yeah.
If it's good, promote it. If it's good, it will get ears. So yeah, let's definitely, this is where we live. So obviously we want to promote Kenya, but I wouldn't force anybody to listen to something just because it's Kenyan. I would say listen to it because it's good and it comes from Kenya. So I would say always promote, yes, of course.
Good stuff from your
Good
home.
stuff. So I say the more good stuff that comes out of Kenya, the more it will get promoted. I don't think that good content will be shunned. I think good content will be supported, So I more lean on the side of create good content, not just Kenyan content, but just global content. I'm not gonna listen to garbage just because it's from Nigeria or because it's from America or because it's from Kenya. I think my stance is in making great content. Great content will move. I've had artists tell me, oh, my music doesn't get played on radio. I'm like, maybe because it's not good, not because they don't support Kenyan, because in every...
Maybe because that station is not even for your audience.
That's it, maybe it's not for your audience. Figure out your audience. And it's not just about promoting Kenyan music. I feel like an artist has two jobs, to create the content and to create a followership. You understand? People always wonder, how come this artist is getting so much love? It's because they've created an audience. Create your audience. Your audience is your saving grace. All these artists that you see now never used to get airplay in Kenya, but they created an audience. It's through that audience that they built their growth. And it's the audience that supported them. It's the audience that talked for them. It's the audience that went and said, hey, whatever FM, why are you not playing Octopizzo's music? Why are you not playing his music? Because the audience was demanding, it switched. Everybody starts out the same. You can never just say, oh, cool, I'm gonna produce music and it will get played tomorrow.
It doesn't matter how good it is, it's true.
It doesn't matter. You have to create your audience. Who is your audience? Figure out your audience. If you're in college, make sure that college comes with you. Like I told you, Octopizzo came with Kibera.
Yeah, exactly.
It's all about your audience. Who's your audience? You could be creating music, but who's listening to you? Who's your core? Where is your music meant to be listened to? Maybe your music is not supposed to be on Capital FM. Maybe your music is not supposed to be on Kiss FM. Doesn't mean you stop being an artist. There's the internet now. We have a big world now. All the musicians that are now winning Grammys now were all internet artists.
It's true.
They all came from the internet. Exactly. They kept building their audience and building the audience until the audience became global.
That's what the internet gives you now, the platform to create an audience,
to
be on radio station.
Yeah, great. I would love to definitely create platforms to promote local artists, but it's not your right. Kenya is a multicultural society. People listen to many different things.
Yeah.
So if you're thinking that Kenya is going to come with you just because you're Kenyan, I think you're thinking wrong, because that's not what's going to happen.
Love that question. I mean, let me love that statement because of it brings about a new question. Now, as somebody who's traveled the whole continent, as Kenyan musicians, I hear a lot of us say that, no, you know, in UG they support their own, in Tanzania they support their own, in Nigeria they support their own. Are we peculiar? Are we different? Are we none? No, honestly speaking,
I would say we're just. It's a Kenya. I don't know, man, because I've been in countries where they were playing Kampmula. I've been in South Africa where they were playing Kampmula like heavy, or they were playing. I've heard Nameless's music in Ghana. You know, so it's really just about your marketing, how you're pushing, what it is. You just have to work harder. It's just the way it is. It's got nothing to do with Nigeria doesn't play Kenyan music. Nigeria plays Kenyan music, but they play all the good stuff. It's about audience, because Nigeria wants to hear what's really happening in Kenya, what's hot in Kenya. So when you come correct. Just come with all your energy so that when they hear you, they're like, wow, this is really nice.
Yeah.
That's really how it is. I don't think it has anything to do with what country supports what. I think it's really just people wanting good music, and if it's good, it's gonna get out there. I mean, dude, the other day Salif Keita had a concert here. People don't know what he's saying, but there were people shouting. So it's really just about content at the end of the day.
I get
it just goes back to content. Content is the God. Content is key. It's really about content, you know.
Failures. I want to know, like, what's been that thing that that's kept you? Because I mean, you've been here 18 years. 18 years. It takes a lot for somebody to remain in the industry, especially as a pioneer.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Still holding it up. You know, pioneers are building things for other people to come on. In fact, I say potholes filled up by those who came before me.
You're right.
You've driven through all the potholes.
You're right.
People don't know there were potholes there. What's kept you going? What's kept you still here and not giving up? What's kept you still wanting to build this industry for others to come?
Two things. My successes, some of the successes I've had have been what keeps me going. I'm like, oh man, I came from a place when people didn't even like African music to a place where everybody's trying to get a piece of this pie, you know? Everybody from Drake to Dr. Dre they all want this. Kanye, all these people want this African sound. I started from a place when Africa wasn't even a continent that was spoken about in a good light, to a place where everybody wants this piece. So for me, my successes, the little successes that I've had, is what keeps me going. Number two, it's the bigger picture. Where do I want to take Africa? Where do we want to see the continent go? Musically, creatively. Those are the things that keep me going. The little things, like I said, me having met Lupita working on Sugar and then seeing her on a global scale, that's what keeps me going. Me having worked with artists like King Kaka and then seeing him on Ebro in the morning, that keeps me going. Me having worked with an artist like Calligraph and then seeing him win an award in Dallas, Texas, that's what keeps me going. That tells me that you should never stop. And there's always a time for everything. That's what keeps me going. And if you have an idea, live it, create it, identify it, furbish it, fail, come back, go different angles. There's just no way you can stop a good thing from manifesting itself. It's impossible. Good things are meant to live, and good things that inspire other people will continue to grow.
Okay, imagine if there's somebody from out of Africa watching this. They've never probably don't have a collection of any African music, and they have one artist to pick. Or actually, you've got three artists to tell them, go and check this out. Who are those three artists you tell them, dude?
I would say